Welcome, YouTubes, to my recording of TSM versus Golden Guardians VOD review of the... I should probably change my title. How do I change my title? Where is my dashboard? VOD review. Alright. This is GG's versus TSM. Wait, are they GGS? Alright, whatever, I'll put a GGS there. LCS week 4. Update information. Alright. I guess we're reviewing North America now. Alright, stop asking Ender questions. You're not here for Ender. Alright, what have we got? Oh, I wanted to pause it because I want to look at the draft. Okie dokie. Oh, wait, I didn't want to look at this draft. I wanted to look at pick order. Why am I doing it like this? I'm trolling. Alright. Stay there, Acadian. Oh, God, Acadian looks sad. Cheer up, dude. You're a pro player. You should be happy. Anyway, North America. Pick some bands. Wait, was it week 3? Do they not have week... Wait. They don't have week 4 yet. Oh, wait, am I trolling? Aha, I'm trolling. Haha. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Okay. Open sesame. Right. Okay, I'm happier now. This is much better. So, Yuumi ban, Sona ban, Aurelia ban from Golden Guardians. Yuumi ban, unsurprising. Sona ban, unsurprising. Aurelia ban, unsurprising. Karma, Tom Kench ban is a little surprising. Is that because Ole's on their team? That's because Ole's on their team. And Sejuani. Alright, so these are all pretty generic, standard bans. There's nothing special about these. Aatrox priority. Ooh, Aatrox priority. That's interesting. Why would they prioritize? I mean, what else are they going to prioritize? I mean, Karma's gone. Sejuani's gone. I think Lux should be considered like a first pick, if I'm being honest. Because I think there are loads of champions you can pick into Aatrox, like Fiora. I think Jace is good. You can probably pick Akali into it. Even after the Rise rework, I still think Rise is pretty good into it. I don't think Aatrox is like giga broken. Interesting. Alright. Aatrox priority. Fair enough. And then TSM get Jason Lux, so they're really happy. They then answer with Sivir Nautilus. The Sivir makes sense because Sivir is really strong this patch. They could have also considered Xayah. I think the Sivir Spell Shield does pretty well against the Lux Q though. And then Nautilus for the all-in. So they have a really strong 2v2 potentially against the Lux. But then it's answered with the Caitlyn. Caitlyn and Lux. Oh, that's a horrible 2v2. Really, really strong, especially in this matchup. If they're good, they should actually never get all-in. Nautilus should never actually land. And even if he does, like, it's super easy for the Lux to then land a Q onto that Nautilus. Proc Aftershock. I am now tanky light girl. What girl is that on your poster? That is Android 18. Yeah. So I think TSM's draft in the first half is, like, really good. Aatrox priority surprises me. So, Akali ban... Okay, that must be a respect ban towards Froggen, I guess. And the Olaf ban. So it's Contracts, right? Contracts as a jungler for... Yeah. I wonder if that's a respect ban or if they just don't want to deal with it because they want to prioritize the Skarner. John ban. TF ban? Is that because of Bjergsen? These second phase bans confuse me. I don't know the region well enough, so I would assume that this is a little targeted, or maybe NA value Olaf a lot more than we do, because like Rek'Sai, Elise, and Lee Sin probably way higher priority in Europe than this is. Olaf is like way lower down in the ladder. Twisted Fate ban surprises me, especially against this comp. Like, imagine TF ulting into this. Sounds awful. So yeah, Skarner. So this is a really good pick comp so far. It's also like pretty solid siege. Their frontline isn't the best, but I suppose Skarner should be pretty tanky. Yeah, I think Skarner's... Nah. Skarner's hard to play into this. And like I understand the Trundle into Skarner as well, but also the problem with Trundle into Skarner is you have no engage. I think I would have preferred a Gragas here. I think Gragas would have been really good. They have more than enough AD, right? So have that extra disengage tool, have the ability to split them up. Like this team is really good at sieging, so yeah. And then Anivia. I guess I'm gonna call that one a Froggen special. Caster VOD mainly, but to be honest, we don't practice them a ton. Mostly we just... Bjergsen's TF is quite clean. Yeah, TF is big in NA. Bjerg smashed when he played it. Alright. Fair. Alright. Yeah, I assumed it was like targeted. And they clearly just don't want to deal with it, right? Especially if he's thinking about an Anivia, I guess. Because I can see Twisted Fate being really obnoxious for an Anivia. And then Bird is Bird. Bird versus the Bird. Anivia versus Azir. So, scaling, really strong. Both have really good scaling comps. Engage on both sides is really bad. Skarner is really difficult to play into this because of Trundle Pillar and Anivia Wall. Both these picks are really good into this, but they... Like, Nautilus is... that. I guess, like, Sivir Nautilus is how they start fights. I guess. But yeah. Thing is, TSM have a winning 2v2 bot. I think they have a winning top. I think mid is pretty even. At 6, it's slightly more Anivia favored, but like early game, TSM have pressure everywhere. I don't think this team can do like anything. It's pretty much all on Trundle. And Anivia's not going to roam, so what are you afraid of? Like, you could probably play around top. I'd look to set up a dive, maybe. Maybe have Anivia roam, but like, meh. The early games of these comp feels really garbage, which is why I think TSM, like, hard one draft early. Alright. Let's have a look. What happens? Alright, what is this level 1 strat from TSM? Ooh. Cheeky. Got some bit of vision. Almost secures them a kill. Oh, the yawning's back. So, both junglers starting bot side. Skarner will solo, so that Caitlyn Lux can get to lane early. Sivir and Nautilus have to do the same, otherwise they get kind of screwed. Doran's Blade versus Doran's Shield, Corrupting Pot up top. Any weird runes or anything? Unsealed Spellbook Anivia. Electrocute Aatrox. Don't we normally see Conqueror? Am I trolling? Do pro builds. I'm sure it's normally Conqueror, isn't it? Oh, some do run Electrocute. But it is primarily Conqueror. Just every so often you see Electrocutes. Okay. I guess just for the extra bit of burst. Fair enough. I guess you assume against Jace you're not going to go for an extended fight. Because you're probably going to lose it. It's Electrocute or Comet. Ah, okay. That's fair. Ooh. Well, Anivia early game. Not sure how Froggen ended up... Oh, I know how Froggen ended up pushing that wave. He tried to Q something and then it hit all the minions. Katie nearly dying to red buff, as you do. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. What happened? Acadian, buddy. Alright. So, he did blue into Gromp, into Wolves, and he's got no health bots left. And then he goes up, and his smite still isn't available. And he just nearly dies to red. I feel like this shouldn't happen. Obviously, his smite's just about to come up. Oh my word. But like, look at the difference. Contracts. So he does red into Raptors. And then he's doing both Gromp and blue at the same time. But why is his smite on cooldown? I mean, I don't mean contracts, I mean Acadians. And then he just goes straight to top lane. TSM jungle position is always a black hole. The rest of them play fine. They still barely win games. You should have machete. You should wrap the Q and kite them around until full HP. To be fair, it's trying to do all single target counts with Talos from start, which is kind of interesting. Right, yeah. Yeah. This path definitely felt super weird to me. I'm not an expert on junglers, so like I'm not gonna pretend to know like what the optimal paths are, especially on a Skarner. But that definitely doesn't seem right. And then Broken Blade just barely escapes top because he doesn't have his jungler there. His jungler definitely should have pathed topside because, I mean, it's Broken Blade on Jace. He's going to push that wave in, so he wants support from his jungler. And because his jungler wasn't there, he gets screwed. Damn. Alright. Acadian not having a great start. If he goes Raptors first, he's totally fine. Alright. Thanks, Ender. The jungle main has assisted me. Alright, so he gets his red buff. It's alright, guys. He's got his red. Meanwhile, Contracts is now level 4. Yikes. And Jace is now losing that 1v1 top. Alright. Early game, not going so well for TSM. Bot lane gets engaged on. Also definitely not what you want to happen. Okay. Wave is slow pushing back though, so it's not the end of the world for Broken Blade. How can... Okay, so... Again... I'm not an expert. But like, in my eyes, the optimal way to position here is... I mean, you kind of want to be behind the minions, but you know it's going to push because you can see that there are 5 versus 4 minions, right? So I can understand how they want to play a little bit more back. Sven's going to use the Q to get that, but they should still push towards them. Yeah, and then he does land the Q. Yeah, that's where he lives, but... I feel like you shouldn't be getting hit by this stuff. I don't know. I mean, alright. They're doing extremely well in this lane now. Golden Guardians have winning top. They're still behind in farm bot, but that was a really good set of trades, which means they actually have like a health advantage. Now Contracts is mid. Acadian focusing on leveling up. Ooh, nice wall there. Bjergsen playing the wall lane. Again! Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this matchup is just like... Because that's what should happen, right? So this is what should happen. Okay. I knew I wasn't crazy. So look. So you see here? You get hit by the hook, right? Aftershock procs, because you always land the Q in this situation. And then you get the shield from your W. And then you've also guaranteed a trap. And so that's what ends up happening to Ole, which is why you can't go for those trades. Because you won't kill the Lux. Or you shouldn't kill the Lux. Yeah. So I'm surprised that Smoothie got hit by so many earlier on. Broken Blade's still doing fine in the lane. Alright. Bjergsen dragging the wave. Ooh, is he freezing this? Oh, you're cheeky. You're cheeky. Oh, but Froggen swapping to the Clarity to get his mana back so that he can ult. That's big brain. That's big brain. I like that. I've never seen that before. Contract stealing away Acadian's jungle. Like, Acadian has no jungle presence because he screwed up his early jungle clear. Top lane is... Well, he's going to catch that big wave, so it should be fine. But he's still a little bit behind when he shouldn't be. Man, Acadian screwed the top side of the map pretty hard, in my opinion. Sven and Smoothie are still doing fine. Acadian just needs to get 6, and then needs to gank top. That's what I want him to do. You can also... No, don't gank bot. Just gank top. I guess we're ganking bot. Guess there's nothing else for him to do. Actually, that was fine. Because he was waiting for Rift Scholar to spawn, and blue buff is up, so, like, he's fine. He's really, really fine. So he's going to push this out. Give blue to Bjergsen. He might not actually give blue. Ooh, but contracts. I like this. Invade, because he has pressure top, and they know that Azir's going for blue. Get some wards in. Know what Acadian is up to. I can just imagine contracts in this game being like, what is Skarner doing? Why is he a level down? Alright. Problem is, he gets pushed off. Oh, GG's. They're playing this top side on the map really well. All because Acadian screwed up. He's getting everything taken from him. Alright, so they trade it for Drake. It's a little slow, admittedly, but it's still fine. Yeah, Bjergsen pushed mid in. They have Pro bot. This is fine. I love the early armor boots coming out from Aatrox. I think they're really effective against champions like Jace. Oof. Oof! Was that a control ward trap? So what happened here? So they hard push bot. They make it look like they're going for a base. Well, they are basing. And then they're like, wait. They think we've reset. And then he gets the classic pink ward trap. That was well played by TSM duo. Contracts. Thing is, he can't really trade top sides because Acadian wasn't bot. They just died 2v2. So this is really dangerous from contracts. Broken Blade should be moving, in my opinion. But Anivia's already getting there first, sacrificing the way for it. I think that was a safer play from GG's because Hornser was pushing top first. But notice how Anivia gave up the wave in order to go help. That's a good mid laner. Going for the full mana build. Contracts! Buddy! Buddy bro! So they see the Rift Tower, right? TSM's like, hey. They're gonna do some stuff. So Smoothie's already top. I like this roam from Smoothie. They don't need... So the thing is that you've got to remember, right? So, a bunch of things. Is this the replay? Give me the replay. Is this the replay? This is the replay. Okay, so after this happens, right, Ole's dead, right? So definitely an Ole will not have their back timing synced up, right? But usually supports, normally in Europe at around level 4 will look to roam. But in any case, as you can see on the minimap right now, Sivir is just leaving base when Ole's already out on the map. So TSM can be pretty confident that Ole's not just going to go straight to bot. He's going to be moving around the map. He may be even coming to look for this dive up top lane, which means that they're confident that they can leave Sven by himself. So Sven is left alone. Smooth is looking to roam because he's trying to match Ole. Wherever Ole happens to be, they may have seen him walk over this ward, they don't know. But either way, Smooth is roaming up. TSM expects a play to happen either top or mid, because there's nothing's going to happen bot. Civ is base. Why would anything happen bot? It's also a Caitlyn, right? Aatrox is also the one that's dominating lane. He has the level advantage. The obvious play is to go top lane. So TSM are already here. They're already prepared. And Contracts is like, wait, I can't see anything. I have no idea where the Jace is. I have no idea where the Lux is. I have no idea where the Azir is. I'm just going to check this brush. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. Now they've lost everything. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad, Contracts. Shouldn't have done that. They had no information. So now they have Pyro bot, but they can't really do much with it. They should look to try and dive the Caitlyn, but I don't think they have enough time now. Broken Blade, can he kill Haunter? No. Alright, fair. Oh, you can see the Nautilus. He's like, no, never mind. River control is way better from the side of Golden Guardians, but they've pretty much had top side control the entire game. But either way, this has been a comedy of errors. I say comedy of errors, there's not been that many errors. The bot lane, they screwed up. Ole, he got baited by the pink wards. I mean, it was a good trap, admittedly. I liked it. Broken Blade forced to flash. Here comes Froggen. Not getting the kill. Roaming Anivia. Props to him. I said in the draft there's no way he'll roam. He's found like 2 or 3 roams. If they get top tower now, that's super worth. Great cross map play. TSM hard commit bot. Honestly, this is another mistake from the Golden Guardians bot lane. They, like, look, you can see these people in the enemy jungle. You know they're there. Where else would they go? The Anivia has gone top. Your options are either mid or bot. And until they show their face, what you... Alright, this is not great. Leave. 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 This is really bad. That was really, really bad. Definitely should have rotated up to mid. Well... That's not good. To be fair though, TSM are massively overstaying. They should lose a lot for this. They lost 5 plates top, they lost 3 plates mid. There's actually like... It was dumb from Deathly, but TSM really overstayed bot. They actually should have just left. Because they lost a lot of plates mid. That might hurt them later. Yeah, but Ole shouldn't have died here. I think there were so many indications that this dive was gonna happen that they shouldn't have done it. Like the roam down from Anivia. See, there was 5 plates available, and then so each player got what, 80 times 3, so an extra 240 gold. So the thing is, so what? How many people got an assist there? 3? 3 people? 4 people? So that's 300 golds. Like, yeah, there'll be one person gets 300, another gets like what, the assist goal gets divided or whatever, whereas these two have both gotten 240 gold each, so the trade is actually relatively even. So like, top side of the map is playing fine. Contract has made 1 big mistake so far, but he's also played the most of this early game pretty well. Okay, so you can see the difference. Like, notice here how he has 2 kills, but he's only 300 gold up, and that's because of the plates. And head in jungle, head in top, and they're really far behind in bot, like really far behind, because he got all these plates. Yikes. So that's where the gold difference exists now. Wait, I just missed this large sequence of play. What the fudge is going on, right? We're back in the game. They've swapped everyone around. Don't know why Bjergsen's bot. He doesn't have teleport. Suppose neither does Broken Blade, and he's probably stronger than Broken Blade is right now, so they're just using him to clear out the wave. So this time Ole has rotated up to this team, definitely has teleport. And the Anivia, because she's now level 10, it's really easy for her to gain priority in any lane. Pardon me, sorry. Haunts is really strong. Cadian's by himself, but this is a 3 versus 2. The thing they're afraid of is that I'm actually not sure what they're afraid of. What are they afraid of? Why do they not just turn? Do they not think they have the burst? They have like a 4-0 Lux. And there's 3 of them. If they just turn on the Aatrox, I think they just kill him. Oh, Skarner's ulti isn't up. That's why. Okay, that's why. If Skarner's ulti was up, I think they just turn this. Really easily. But he doesn't, so he dies. Unfortunate. And they lose red buff. Honestly, like, GG's top side, I like what they've done this early game. I've been impressed. The bot lane, it's a losing 2v2 matchup anyway, but Ole didn't make it. Ole did not help. Yeah, so this is actually fine. Pretty even game so far, even though TSM have 5 kills. Okay. So they gain priority bot, move it into enemy bot side jungle. They're continuing to play around the Caitlyn. Notice how they just kind of leave the Jace in an island. So they're playing around their strong side. Because Caitlyn's really strong at this point. Or at least she feels really strong. The yawning's kicking in. Not sure what's being highlighted there. Something about the control ward. Oh, I guess it's to make up for the tower that's on there. How did this happen? Because originally they were playing around the bot side. So typically what you'd want to do if you're TSM here is you want to rotate your bot mid. You want to play on like this wave and you want to start threatening this tower. I mean, playing against an Anivia is never going to be easy, right? But this is what you want to do. Or you swap and you send your Caitlyn and your Lux up top lane and then you start playing around this and you play for this tower and then you trade towers. Instead, they're just kind of bumbling around. And the Skarner is now... the Caitlyn is basing. So now... Huh. Well, this feels odd. They're just giving up this tower for free. When they definitely didn't need to. And the Skarner goes top. So you see how if these two had swapped, they could have traded towers. But they don't. They just stay bot. I don't know why. So now the Azir's going top. Please leave Aatrox. Good awareness. And now they have 3 versus 1. And now they trade. But they're behind on the play. So Golden Guardians get to reset first. So they get back out on the map first. What? Okay, no, it's actually fine if this is Civibot. It's fine. I was going to criticize it at first, but it's fine. So they pushed up mids. The Nivea's still here. I think the Aatrox should have based and reset as well with his team. Alright. But see, they get back out on the map first. So they now have full control over the river. Oh, Froggen. Freaking good, man. It's freaking good. They have top push, they have bot push, they have mid prio. This is a free Drake. It should be a free Drake. Oh, Froggen. Oh, no. Bjergsen. What was that? Did he get stunned? Yeah, he did. He probably didn't see it coming because it came through the wall and the brush. Yeah, I'm not sure what he did there. Because you know he can just E out of this, right? He can also flash. Yeah. He can E over the wall. Oh, he does! Look! Look, 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 look! So he's 2 soldiers here. He spawns one after he E's here. And because he presses E first, he goes to these. Yeah. Misplays. Unlucky. I say unlucky. He fucked up there. And TSM are not playing this map well at all. They haven't utilized this Caitlyn whatsoever. I think the trio of Hwangsa, Froggen, and Contracts, for the most part, have played this early game way better. TSM should have utilized this bot lane way, way more. Like, way, way more. And they haven't at all. Like, the thing is, that people don't appreciate is, like, the range of this ult on Anivia, to use it, you actually have to get quite close. So what you can do is you can be like, trap, 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 trap. And then, if the Anivia tries to approach the wave, you just throw a light binding. So it's actually really easy, in my opinion, for this duo to siege against Caitlyn. They're not going to get it on the first wave, obviously. However, they definitely can siege on this tower. But they haven't. They've kept this duo this lane the entire game. Why? I don't understand. I don't know. Pretty bad in my opinion. GGs have been the better team so far this game. Sven and Smoothie have been the better bot lane. But GGs have been the better team. Alright, what are they doing now? Because this part of the game is really difficult, right? Because there's no real objective to play around outside of Baron, but I don't think GGs really want to start Baron right now. Kind of want to look at the goal difference. Alright, what are we looking at now? Well, yeah, they just trade sides. Froggen gets constant priority mid because of that. Oh, Acadian! Where did he come from? Where did he actually come from? I didn't see. He just came out of nowhere. Look at him, what's he doing there? How'd he get there? Alright, so let's track Acadian. He goes through the river. He's pinging. He's saying, I've got the flank. They've got nothing. They can't see anything. And then they're like, okay, no, not now. He's like, okay, I'm sneaking. Maybe Aatrox. They don't see him. They still don't know. No, there's pings. They're like, he's here. Run, Froggen. Run, he's here. Froggen, and they're like, wait, what do you mean? He's not here. Oh, no! Alright. That was a good flank from Acadian. Props to him. But I mean, like, so in his mind, I can understand why Froggen does this. Because he's like, listen, I'm playing towards the top side of my lane where we have vision. Look. He's on the top side. He's like, I'm safe. He doesn't have flash, but he's like, I'm fine. My duo is walking into the river right now. They'll spot anything that happens to be coming this way. And then Acadian's like, no. It's me, the robot scorpion. And then, who TP'd in? No one TP'd in. Rise was just, where did the Azir come from? Oh, he just came down mid. Okay. It's me. Good job, Acadian. That was a good flank. I like that flank. And now they siege. Yes. Set the traps down. Yes, excellent. Good. Well played, TSM. That series of events was good. It was quite unfortunate for Golden Guardians, but I still liked it. 19.5 record, 5.8 KDA. Wow. He's quite a good Azir player. Wait, what happened? Oh, we're back. Do I have an opinion on Acadian versus Greg? No, I don't. Okay. So, what should TSM be doing now? Well, TSM want to set up for the Infernal Drake. So, they should be trying to generate pressure towards the bottom side of the map. Therefore, that jungler should not be on the top side of the map. They also need to bring their Azir down. They're focusing too much on playing sides. They need to be willing to sacrifice side lanes in order to gain an advantage mid. The dragon spawns in 1 minute. So this is exactly what you need to do. This. Do you see? They bring 4 people down. Anivia can't approach the wave. Again, we talked about it in the last VOD, but I'll reiterate it. Where's this? This thing. Give me this. Numbers mean everything. 4 versus 3. 4 wins. Winner, loser. Right? Doesn't matter what the goal difference is most of the time. Unless it's like ridiculous. 4 versus 3 wins. Right? So what you have to do is someone has to bite the bullet. If you're going to keep your top laner here and your jungle is just going to be like you got to bring your mid down or your top up. Something's going to happen. Something's got to give way. Right? And it's actually fine, in my opinion, if you have top clear out the wave here, go through here, and then join up, and then you use this 4 to push out this, right? So they push out this to force this 3. That's not the mid laner. I want this mid laner. Support jungle mid. Force them back, right? You can keep your top laner here, or your mid laner top rather. He's pushed that wave out, and then he rotates down. Well, and then these also rotate down through the river. And then like the top laner can come back here, and now your mid laner's with the rest of his team, and you keep the 4. But this is what needs to happen. This has to happen. Otherwise, Anivia is just going to stand here and be like, I gain priority all the time because brrr, feel the storm. So yeah. So I think TSM is a little bit slow to do this. And now why are they going... What is this? What is this? Why are they going top? What? Why? What? Why? Why? Do they not want to fight for Drake? Are they just giving it up? Have they just decided that Infernal isn't worth it? I'm confused. They could have gotten all this. All of this could have belonged to them. Look at all these wards that they need to use. I'm so confused right now. Okay, now they brought the 4 back to mid again. Sivir TPing mid. Alright. Jace TP mid. Alright. Okay. We're a bit of an ARAM right now. TSM definitely have mid priority. That's for sure. They've... So I don't like a lot of what's happening here. Let's watch the whole play again, and then we'll share our thoughts. Let's watch the whole play. So TSM, they cleared out top with the Azir, now he's mid again. There's no wave to fight over, but they're using their 4 versus the 3 to gain mid prio. They've put an Azir tower up. Now Sivir here should stay mid, in my opinion, because she's the wave clear. Right? But there is the risk that she gets cut off from her team, so she decides to go group with her team, right? Now remember that Golden Guardians have full control here. They still actually have a wave, like it's slow pushing against them top bot, but for now, that wave is actually in their favor, and it's not generating any threat. The only threat that they have is that mid wave, which they've decided they're going to sacrifice. And TSM aren't going to use that wave. They're actually just going to face check an area of the map that they have no vision control over. So they face check. They die. They should definitely die here. No, that whole series of events I think was just truly awful from TSM. That was terrible. Like, so again, I'm going to keep talking about this because I think it's important. Right? Notice here how the Anivia, by herself, can generate a lot of pressure. 3 versus 3, it's not enough. So you have to send 4 people. So as 4, TSM come down. This is the correct decision. Now, they should not, if they want to play for Drake, they should abandon top. And they should set up vision around the bot side of the map. Right? It's okay if they want to send... No, I still think they need Azir. I think they need to keep Azir mid. And I think they need to move as 3, Skarner, Caitlyn, Lux, down to bot. Right? And then they should move into the river. They should gain full vision control. Because look, there's no wards on Golden Guardians. Which means that they can gain vision control of the river. And then they can actually reset. They can catch these waves. And then when they come back to set up vision control around the Drake, Golden Guardians will not have vision. Because Golden Guardians will have to use their newly stocked vision to clear out TSM's vision, so that when TSM inevitably gain mid priority and then move back into the river, Golden Guardians will have no wards left, so they'll be forced to sacrifice the Drake, or, well, they'll be forced to sacrifice the Drake, or they're forced to face check an area of the map that they don't have vision over. Instead, TSM go back to catch the top wave. What is Caitlyn and Lux doing here? Like, they don't even set up a play for, like, top Baron River. I mean, potentially they're afraid because they have no priority bot, but they could gain priority bot because if they could collapse on him if they move bot. They could kill Haunter maybe. Like, where is Haunter when they gain this lane? So Haunter's... Sorry, not... Yeah, Haunter. It is Haunter. So they clear the wave here. If they move down into river, Haunter can't touch that wave. He can't. Because he'll die. So Haunter gets to go to lane for free. Yeah, I think this is really bad from TSM. Especially, like, I would understand it if they didn't want to play for Drake, right? If they decided that they just wanted to concede Drake, then fine. But they don't. They then try to fight for Drake. So then they group up as 4 once again, and they gain mid-prio. But again, remember what I said, right? All these wards haven't been used for anything. And now they're trying to move into the river when it's in full control of the Golden Guardians. They're walking through the river against an Anivia. And a... Yeah, so like that happens. And then the Caitlyn dies. Well, okay, the Caitlyn does... Oh, it's not even Jace, that's Caitlyn. Yep. That was pretty horrendous from TSM. So now Golden Guardians get Baron. Oh, and now this team is scary with Baron. Because now the Caitlyn, like, Caitlyn's in that weird mid-game trough where I don't even think you... Like, I honestly think TSM should have... Like, they shouldn't... They shouldn't fight for this. They could have properly set it for Drake, and they don't. This is just bad for multiple reasons. Golden Guardians, like... If you want to criticize Golden Guardians, right, they should have reset earlier. But they ultimately didn't need to because TSM didn't challenge their vision. Golden Guardians did everything right. In the sense of, like, well, we're going to control an area of the map that we have control over. Like, Froggen, Contract, and Haunter have played this game very well, in my opinion. Aside of the fact that Froggen has died a few times, like, I would say that those deaths were not entirely his fault. It was just quite unfortunate. Wait. Let's have a look. So how does Golden Guardians reset on the map after getting Baron? So they send 2 mid, and now they're sending 4 bot. So again, notice how they don't even care about this wave. They do not care at all. They're just sending 4 people bot, while TSM sent 4 people mid. And Haunter's just staying here to keep the Baron empowered minions, and Jace is top, but he's going to be too slow on the play. So GG's, they can keep pushing, but Haunter needs to keep pushing mid. They've sacrificed his top wave. I think this is smart. So now, they don't need to overcommit, they should just rotate mid. Oh, Acadian, bro. What are you doing? Don't do that, kids. That's not very good. Wait, what is Golden Guardians doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? Oh my god! What are they doing? What are they doing? They're trolling! They're actually trolling! How? What are you? Oh my god! So, I mean, Acadian ulting Ole isn't the problem here. I don't have an issue. Like, he shouldn't even be going for this engage at all, because the rest of the team is not on board because they're playing against this wave. Like, his logic is, it's 5 of us versus 4 of them, so we can fight. But in this situation, it doesn't quite work like that. They ultimately trade 1 for 1, but now they take this inhib and then they leave. This is what Golden Guardians should do. They should leave. They should stop. What are they doing? This is... Oh my god. This was free. This game is over. Right. Well, I guess the game's not over. Yeah. This was insanely greedy from Golden Guardians. And Froggen has flash as well. He could have flashed that shockwave. If he flashes it, oh, it's just... That was 2 inhibs, and the game was over for Golden Guardians. They win. They win. That was it. Now what's happening? Alright, good wall. What's going on? So. Let's take stock of the situation now. Let's have a look at the state of the map. So, Dragon spawns in 2 minutes. TSM obviously get to come back out on the map first because, well, they were all dead. So TSM have snuck their way into this lane. They've been able to push out bot. They secured a tower top. They also have Baron control. Like, the map is theirs right now. So, for some reason he's bot, but I think it's not too bad. It's fine. He wants to base. Probably upgrade something. Yeah, he's got Warmogs now. Okay. Right, they're staggering their backs a little bit, but they all have wards now. So what they need to do is because they have constant pressure bot, they want to stay grouped up mid, and they want to try and move into river. Now, so remember, so in the last VOD, I talked about one of the disadvantages of constantly grouping is that you have to share your farm and experience and your gold. Yeah, so your farm and your gold get shared, right? So notice how obviously Bjergsen just got a big fatty triple kill, which gave him a lot of experience. But one of the criticisms I've had of Bjergsen and TSM in general is that they've been catching every side wave. So Bjergsen throughout this entire game has constantly gone top to catch the farm. right? Whereas Froggen hasn't. Froggen and Deathly have actually spent a lot of time staying in the same lane, and ultimately that was working out for them very nicely because they were gaining more control of the map. But now because of that horrendous blunder, Froggen and Deathly are now paying the price, and Froggen is 2 levels down. Because Deathly's getting all the farm, so he's level 16, but Froggen's now like nowhere near as strong. He's still 3 items, but he's a whole item behind Bjergsen. And this is in part due to the farm that was constantly, like, he was constantly picking up. Like, TSM were being efficient in their farm. So you can see Broken Blade and Hornser still even, Sven and Deathly still even. But this discrepancy mid has happened because Froggen and Deathly were staying together for a lot of the game. So now Acadian's found a pretty sneaky flank. He's losing a lot of, like, XP from this, but they're still losing fights. Almost. So this flank from Acadian is risky, I would argue. Because, like, TSM's comp kind of want to poke your opponent rather than just go all in right from the get-go. So they want drawn-out fights kind of like this. So you see where Sven is, like, kiting back. Definitely. What? What is this? What is this? What is he hoping to do here? I suppose, like, if he W's everyone and, like, gets multiple crits, he's like, whoa, I can kill them all. But then Sven's like, wait, I can do the same to you. Golden Guardians just keep throwing the game. Oh, that was initially a pretty good fight. Golden Guardians could have turned it into a Drake. And then they would have had numbers advantage too, but then they greed. Again. It's old Woolite. Oh! Wow, this is a little ham and a little forced. Can't say I'm really bought into this play, especially with Baron being alive. So, they all group up mid, because they've just lost their inhibitor. Hornser, Broken Blade rather, pushes out bot. This is fine. They have 5 people versus 4 people, so they decide to engage on the 4. This makes sense. They think that if they kill him, they win. But this guy has no flash, no heal, and is level 13. Kill him! And then Broken Blade TP's in. Oh my god, and again they just chase so much. I don't know, it feels like one of those games where, like, because they were so far ahead it, like, got to their heads or something. And they just, like, greeted for kills and they hard through this. And the Baron just spawned. But, like, this is what they're thinking, you see. They're like, if we get a kill now while Broken Blade is bot, we can force his TP out and we can threaten Baron. So, like, the decision making isn't wrong. But why not go for the dude who's hopefully flash that you've been tracking? And why do you commit this hard onto an Azir? Yeah, it's not great. This is one of those debates where you're like, well, TSM didn't win this game in my opinion. GG's lost it. And so I'm like, part of me wants to say that GGS did like everything right in terms of, like, they did a lot more right than TSM did. So in my opinion, I'm like, well, GGS should be a better team, but ultimately they have a worse bot lane, and they keep making plays like this. So how can I sit there and say that Golden Guardians is a better team? TSM don't even get Baron because Contracts is insane. Alright, fair enough. I mean, at this point, the game now just becomes about, like, who gets the better team fight, right? It's significantly less about playing the map properly. Yeah, they don't even approach. They can't. They don't have their jungler. So TSM still ultimately get the Baron. Okay, this should be game. Right, they're choosing to reset. They probably should have done that a little bit earlier, but okay, fine. There's no probably, they definitely should have. And they definitely should have stopped. Anyway, I'll stop. Fuck. Froggen's still level 16. Hasn't completed his third item. Bjergsen has neither, but I mean fourth item. Wait, what's he even building? He has a stopwatch plus a... I guess he doesn't need to complete the Zhonya's because he has a stopwatch. QSS for Deathly, I guess, for the binding and Skarner ult. Makes sense. TSM not really using their Baron. I guess, like... So I understand it's hard against Golden Guardians because, you know, Anivia Sivir, that wave clear's pretty disgusting, but I still feel like Lux, Jace, Caitlyn, you know? I'm just saying. Also, that Anivia doesn't have QSS, so Acadian just needs to pop Righteous Glory, and he just flashes on him, and he kills him. Alright, they're pushing bot. Nice. Should get this tower. Come on. Put the traps down. Put the traps down. There we go. They can't approach the wave. They get the tower. Nice. Zit should be poking them. Nice. I think they're just playing a little too scared right now. Like, that Caitlyn is monstrously strong. He has flash up. Azir can keep pushing mid, that's fine. Their Barons ran out. Acadian, buddy. I mean, great use of the wall from Froggen. Like, that was very scary. And maybe that's what TSM are respecting a lot. The Froggen use of the wall. If they overextend, they get locked in behind a pillar and a wall. Maybe I undervalue how strong that is. Very, very realistic. Personally, I think TSM is showing a little too much respect. But they still get the inhib. So the next objective will be Baron. I guess TSM just want to take their time for now. Don't want to make any rash decisions. Golden Guardians are kind of praying for a bit of a miracle here. If they can find a pick, good. That was really good onto Acadian, but then all eight. Yeah, you can see how difficult it is now for the Skarner to play into this comp. Good wall there from Froggen. Mechanically, all these players are great. Ooh, TP top. Nice. They have pressure bot though, and they had a wave stacking up top. That's what Golden Guardians get for grouping up too much. Contracts. Okay then. Alright. Okie dokie. Fair enough. Just give up Baron for free, I guess. I'm not even going to wind back on that one. Thing is, there's very little analysis to do at this point. It's just all about the team fights. Wait. I changed my mind. Let's backtrack. So I'm keeping my eye on the minimap right now. They have a bot wave pushing. TSM do. 5 members are going top. Bjergsen should be pushing mid. Yep. Bjergsen nearly dies. How does Bjergsen nearly die? He goes from look, his HP, look on the right hand side, his HP is full. His HP is gone. Okay. No, my god. Well, I mean, props to Froggen. He holds off a 1v2 because TSM should have, Golden Guardians should have been punished for sending 4 people top. If you're going to divide your resources like that for TSM, you have to be willing to get something back elsewhere on the map. And they don't because of Froggen. So props to Froggen there. He plays that very well. Well, we didn't get to see what he does, but he evidently played it very well. This is the longest game of the split. Why did you guys make me review this one? The game is just super weird now because it's just about teams pushing and pulling waves. One pick ends the game. Baron in a minute. Alright, let's double speed this because there's very little to analyze at this point. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Everyone's just wave clearing, everyone's full build, gold doesn't mean anything. Yep, there we go again. Golden Guardians grouping up 5 mid. I just want to preface this by saying that grouping 5 mid is not actually a bad thing as long as you use that pressure to gain something elsewhere. The problem is when teams just fight mid for the sake of fighting. So, like, what did they use that pressure for? They had 5 people here. Look, see? Do you see how they get to touch the wave first? They should have cleared this out and then moved into river and dropped some wards in. Like Ole is kind of haphazardly doing now. But instead, because TSM went for a 4-1 approach and they stayed alive as the 4, and Golden Guardians caved first. What the what are you doing? So you should go the long way round. Long way round. Yes. Okay, this is dangerous, but okay. And they're going for a collapse onto Bjergsen here, I guess. But he's obviously safe because he has not only a tower, but his whole team is there. Definitely doesn't TP because he has nothing to TP to. And then Ole dies. And with him dead, Baron is free. Because... So Golden Guardians try to push mid. Then they try to engage. Cadian flashes in, doesn't get anything. Wait, did he even have his ult? He did not. So what was he trying to do? Don't know. Gets the flash out of Froggen anyway, and the exhaust. TP bot from Bjergsen. Yep, nice. Good flank. All right. That was a pretty bad game of League of Legends. Golden Guardians definitely should have won. I think TSM demonstrated that Acadian had a terrible early game, which ultimately, like, remember that TSM had winning top, winning bot. Acadian needed to path early top side to allow the Jace to continue to play aggressive and build up a lead. Then they could potentially set up for a dive later on. Because he screws up his early jungle pathing and he has to base at level 2, Contracts ends up getting top first. They force the flash out and then Jace is forced to play defensively for the rest of the game. He then can't do anything against the Aatrox literally for the rest of the game. TSM slow the game down dramatically and they don't utilize their duo bot. Meanwhile, both Hauntzer and Froggen play with their pressure perfectly and constantly generate deep vision and pressure towards the top side of the map, allowing them to get things like the Rift Herald early, completely uncontested, even though their bot lane died 2 versus 2. While Contract did face check top and kill himself, I still think that the theory was good. He didn't really think everything through. And then Golden Guardians played way better around the second Infernal Drake. TSM's, like, they did so many things wrong in that series of play, and the game should have been over. The game should have been lost. TSM should have lost. But they didn't. And ultimately, they have better players. Like, in the team fights, TSM's bot lane was better than Ole and Deathly. Man, Golden Guardians could be a really good team if, well, they had a better bot lane. Alright, so that's it. I think TSM played very poorly. Based on this game, I wouldn't be too afraid as a European fan. Because, like, yeah. Even if TSM get an early lead, it feels like that they don't know how to use it, so. And, like, the jungle difference, based on what I've seen, Cole, Jankos, and Broxer are all so much better than what Cadian showcased, and he would have been punished way harder compared to what Contracts did. So, yeah, that's my opinions. Anyway, I'm going to stop the recording there. So, thank you for watching on the YouTubes. Be sure to check out my other content. Fairly well.